is almost set for dispatch here. 5 to midnight goes forward. Zakata will be the last one up. The 2,400 metres. We're set now. Gates open, they're off. In the Windsor Park Stud City of Auckland Cup. First away coming through from barrier 1. August Edition goes forward as well, followed out by Symphonic and 5 to midnight. Zakata takes a spot just behind those. Out deeper on the track, Diesel working across with Charles Road and Gobstopper the widest as they come down towards the 200 metres mark on their first occasion. Smedley will settle just ahead of midfield. Zakata gets back now, so does Wildflower and Benzini, and last is Von Tunzelman. So as they go down towards the judge now with a lap to go, and Gobstopper's going to roll to the front where he likes to be. Charles Road works forward up on the outside. Diesel is next, and over on the inside, August Edition in the box seat as they work up the rise, leaving the straight. Fifth and one off the rail is Symphonic from on the inside, 5 to midnight. Smedley is out on the cheap seats, 3 wide. Followed in the centre next now by Zakata, then coming through 2 lengths away to the last 3. They are Wildflower, Von Tunzelman and Benzini, 3 wide around that bend, the toppy. They head down to the 1,400 metres mark and spread out over 9 lengths here. It's Gobstopper out in front. He leads a length on Charles Road. 1.5 to the stablemates. Diesel on the outside of August Edition. 1.5 away next, Smedley. He'll sleep well tonight as they go past the 1,200 metres. Been ridden along, but 3 wide to the trip. Then Symphonic, followed on the inside next by 5 to midnight for Hugh Bowman. Then 2 lengths away next is Zakata from coming through. Benzini, he's been 3 wide the trip as well. Back with it, Wildflower and Von Tunzelman. There's still only 9 lengths first to last as they work down towards the 850 metres. In the Group 3, Windsor Park Stud City of Auckland Cup, it's Gobstopper the leader, a half length on Smedley. 2 lengths away, August Edition continues to get the run of the race. Right there, Charles Road, and then followed round next by Diesel. 5 to midnight, patiently ridden over on the inner, followed then by Symphonic. Out a bit deeper, looking to get away from the rail, is coming through as they come to the corner. Von Tunzelman patiently ridden with Benzini, Zakata and Wildflower poking up on the inside. Homeward bound they are, 3:50 to go. And now August Edition made the lead. Charles Road the first to challenge on the outside. 2 lengths away next, Zakata. Wildflower starting to warm up as well. Then came 5 to midnight. Charles Road in front. Coming after it, 5 to midnight. Coming through, Zakata and Wildflower on the inside. It's Charles Road, 5 to midnight, and Hugh Bowman trying to pick it up. Charles Road still in front. Charles Road wins it. 5 to midnight second. Third over was coming through, and then came Wildflower. In behind those next then was Zakata, August Edition, Von Tunzelman. Further back Symphonic, then came Benzini with Gobstopper. Well back also was Diesel, and last at the line was Smedley. Tough win, Charles Road. For Jake Bayliss, he picks up his second win on the program tonight. 5 to midnight was coming out of the pack for Hugh Bowman. Wider out we had coming through in Zakata and Wildflower over on the inner, and August Edition as well. But as they head down towards the post, Charles Road refused to give in. 5 to midnight was trying to close, coming through, and Wildflower and Zakata were all close up. But Charles Road will get there, about a neck in it. Second over, 5 to midnight. Coming through will be third. Wildflower fourth ahead of Zakata and August Edition.
3 races down, and Jake Bayliss, he's won the last 2 races, and here for Wexford Stables of Lance O'Sullivan and Andrew Scott, Charles Road. He was third in the Karaka Cup here last time to the races, third in the Ritual Mile. He was positioned very close to tempo. Can tell you as well, the next race from Kembla Grange will now be over on TAB trackside too. He was positive, he put him in the race at the right time, and he's kept out those challenges, Jason.
Look at him go, Charles Road. He was more focused today, and he travelled quite nicely, second just behind Gobstopper in the run. I don't know that they've had smooth times with this horse the last week necessarily, but I don't think throughout his career they've had smooth times. That's just the nature of him. But today he's shown up on top of his game. He's received weight from others, and he's held out 5 to midnight. Here's Emily Bosson.
Thanks, Jason. Jake, you spoke to me earlier and said 53 kilos, you're excited about this ride, and it's really paid off today.
Yeah, that's right. 53 is getting to the bottom of the barrel for me. As you can see, I'm not the shortest jockey getting around. So for 2 nice rides like Julius and this bloke, really dug deep and got me weight down, and I was very confident with these 2 horses going today, so that's why I did the weight, and look, it's paid dividends.
The last time we saw this horse over the 2,400 metres was in the New Zealand Derby, and he's really relished the trip once again today.
Yeah, he was a little bit off form last prep, and then he's done a lot of jumping and schooling. So credit to Andrew Scott and Lance O'Sullivan for getting him back in form. And as I said, I was keen to get on his back with the 53. His run's been very good to date, and I was very confident with going into today.
You were talking to me just before we came on air, and you said he's a little bit of a difficult horse. Does that come through in his races?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I wanted a bit of cover early, but we drew an awkward gate, so we pressed towards the outside of the leader, and he relaxed really nicely for me. Then something made a mid-race mover and just got him that little bit of cover, and I really held him together for as long as I could down the straight until he hit the front, and his head gets higher and higher, but this time he stuck his head out when it counted.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
It's the words of Jake Bayliss. Isn't he riding fantastically well?